Hello again, this is Sports Betting Whale, Tuesday, July 18th, 2017. Thanks again for joining me on these video channels. Okay, so yesterday I came one game away from hitting 4 out of 4 on one of the round robins and one game away from hitting 3 out of 3 on one of the other round robins. So it's pretty close to a big day. Best bet again was a winner on the Toronto Blue Jays against the Boston Red Sox first 5 innings. That is going back to the best bet on the home run and then the AL, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That's 6 consecutive best bets that have won. So what we do with the VIP program is we have the clients take more on the best bets of the day. So lots of times, even when the round robins don't hit and the best bets and the straight bets do, first 5 innings, people end up even or ahead. And again, yesterday, that's 6 consecutive best bets that have come in. So it's something that definitely helps out when the round robins don't hit all of them at once, which is ideal for us to do. Okay, so yesterday, you'll see here that I wagered a total of $15,000, cashed out around 12, so a net loss of around 3. Since April, round robins are up 200 units, which you can see fully documented at thewhaletracker.com. Since the release of the Whale Tracker back in May, I've now wagered a total of $866,400 on my picks. No other sports handicapper in the world that gives out their picks like I do, that I'm aware of, bets this kind of money on their own plays. Again, the only reason why I would bet this amount is because I know that I'm going to make a lot of money by doing so. I am up in the baseball season, even during a couple of droughts that we had, and I know I'm going to end up way ahead. My goal is to get to $1 million by the end of the baseball season, including a little bit of the preseason football. I'm a very logical person. I'm been successful in a number of things in life, and I am not interested in doing things that waste time or waste money. I'm very excited to be able to share what's been a proven winning model and very profitable system for me for a long time. It's actually helped launch my financial situation into investments and other things as well, and it has been consistently winning for 30 straight years. Question for today: what do you believe is the sport where luck is most involved? What sport has the least factor of luck involved? To win in sports betting, how much of it would you say is based on luck and how much of it's based on skill? That's a very interesting question. Here's my take on that. The sports where any particular event can actually have a huge impact on the game would be the sports that luck can be much more of a factor. You know, 1 goal in hockey is a big deal. Touchdown in football, not as much a big deal, but can be a pretty big deal, especially if it's a pick 6 where a team is driving and the defense picks it off and runs it back for a touchdown. That's like a 14-point swing. Those type of turnovers and situations always make a big difference in the outcome, especially when you're talking about the spread. Baseball, the statistics of how many men are left on base, what your batting average is with men in scoring position. You'll sometimes see a team get 4 or 5 hits and 4 or 5 runs, another team 10 hits and 1 run. So there's a lot of the factor of, do you get the key hit with men on base in baseball? Basketball, okay, let's say that a team comes down and misses a layup, or another team hits 2 straight threes from way beyond the arc. That's probably, unless it's right at crunch time with 20 seconds to go or something, that's probably not going to impact the game as much. So overall, you could say that any particular events within a game, that basketball is the one that's least impacted because of the amount of scoring, and hockey and baseball would be the most impacted by any particular events during the game, and then football somewhere in the middle. How much is sports betting based on luck and how much is based on skill? 60-65%. is based on skill. The rest is pretty random on what's going to happen, and they do fall into patterns, and we are able to catch those patterns. Sometimes there's games where you statistically and historically you're looking at 80%, 85%, but generally what I'm looking for is I'm looking for games that are at least 62, 65% likely to come in under those circumstances with all of the factors of that particular game, that particular day. And I would say it's true in poker as well. You know, people can draw an inside straight, people can be bluff and win, or people can be in a situation where they have the better hand and the other player pulls off the exact card they need at the flop. So that type of thing, there's luck, but there's also a ton of skill in poker. It's the same thing with sports betting. The skilled pattern sports handicappers will win in the long run. The people that are just randomly betting will lose. The vigorous is going to get them every time. On the luck versus skill of sports betting, there's sports handicappers, I'm one included, that have won pretty consistently year after year for a long period of time. When you take my particular circumstances, luck comes into play in the short run, but definitely not in the long run. With the amount of plays I take and the fact that I'm facing the same vigorous that everyone else is facing, the house odds, I couldn't possibly, it's beyond impossible for me to have won 30 years in a row if there was any significant luck factor. The significant difference maker has to be skill, because I play more games than probably anybody around that's a professional handicapper and bets on their own games. And I end up winning season after season, year after year, and I identify patterns that come into play, and I adjust. I'm constantly adjusting to what's going on to fit it into the patterns that will succeed. Yes, I have some cold periods, but at the end of the season, we're up. At the end of the year, we're up. That can only be attributed to skill. There's no way in the world, again, it's statistically impossible with the amount of plays that I take for luck to end up beating the vigorous with this many games over a significant period of time. Okay, today's picks. You see that I have all of the games that I'm giving you, as I always do. There's round robins today, a total of 4 round robins, a 2s and a 3, and 1 3s and a 4. First 2s and a 3 is at 3 units away for 12 units total. Pittsburgh Pirates, Houston Astros run line, and the Cleveland Indians. Second one are 3 totals, 2 overs and an under. Taking the over on the Phillies and Marlins, maximum 9 runs. Over on the Cubs and Braves, maximum 9.5 runs. Under on the Toronto and Boston game, and you definitely don't want to take any less than 9.5 runs. Should be 10, but if you get 9.5, still take the under. Third round robin, 2s and a 3s, is the Washington Nationals, the over on the Washington Nationals, and the over on the Yankees and the Twins. On the Nationals, max out on the 10 runs, and on the Yankees and Twins, max out at 10.5. If you don't get that number, either buy it down to that number or just make it a 2-teamer or a 1-teamer. Last 2s and a 3s, Rockies, over on the Rockies and Padres, max 11.5 runs, and over on Tampa and Oakland, maximum of 9 runs. The 3s and a 4 are all first halves, 2 units each for 10 total units. Astros first 5, Indians first 5, over on the Yankees and Twins first 5, and over on the Phillies and Marlins first 5. There you go. Those are all the plays I'm taking today, and I'm expecting to have a fantastic day. And if you follow along, I expect you will too. Thanks again for joining me on the video channels, and look forward to seeing and talking with you again soon. Bye. Going forward, I'll be releasing my free sports picks on this YouTube channel. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel with this round button right here, and I'll make sure you'll be the first to know as soon as I have free picks to release. Thank you.